Hello. We're here. Oh no.
Ew. What? Huh? What?
It's totally normal T here. And
Yeah.
also totally
Hi.
normal Millie.
Very normal. Hi, I'm normal.
Hey,
Hello. I do not have an April Fool's gimmick today,
Nope.
but
You're out of place. What are you even doing here? Hmm.
God, this game is always so loud before it actually loads. Why are games like this?
Noise.
My gimmick is being a huge nerd. Yeah, I open Pokemon cards. That's my gimmick.
Yep. It's true.
I'm definitely never gonna do it again.
Not ever. Not even once.
God dang, I'm very sad. I'm very sad that this promotional Miraidon and promotional Koraidon are like, they're really like kind of bent, relatively speaking.
Oof.
It's a problem that a lot of games have with promotional cards, but like it's always sad to see.
It's always sad to see.
Anyways, I did grind a little bit off stream since last time.
How much is a little
Oh.
bit?
There's the audio on game. Not a whole lot, honestly, but we're closer to in the mid 40s, which according to online, that's about where we kind of want to be probably for this side content here.
Okay. Oh, right. We still had the mystery cave to go through.
We have 2 mystery caves.
Oh, interesting.
The creatures in this cave are still kind of rude, but we're gonna actually go heal real quick. But I think we can
Well, right, our
get
boat
through
doesn't
them.
have a bed in it.
Not this one, nope. The big one does,
Right.
but that one can't come down here, I don't think.
I wasn't sure how long it would take me to finish my one Splatoon match before I started, so I'll be able to focus in just a sec.
No worries.
That's how it goes.
I decided to throw in for a tricolor battle, and just my luck, the first tricolor battle I get into is defending, even though I'm in the currently losing team.
Oof. Unfortunate.
Cool.
We're doing all right though.
I believe in you.
We're currently kind of smoking, so.
Okay, save. Nope. Save again.
Man.
Ah, Malboros. Nope, 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 no, no, no.
Well, you're fucked.
It's okay. I have
Actually.
solutions.
He's tiny and
We
sick and pig and...
Bestiary. Let's see now. How do I get to the other chest here?
All right, everyone. Now I can quickly focus.
Oh, is this a damage floor, by the way?
Yeah, I
That way
believe
we're
so.
floating? Okay.
You have to use float.
Just
Final
making
Fantasy
sure.
still cares about this kind of stuff. You know?
Yep. These trees are annoying too. We're floating. We have float cast, so we don't hurt ourselves on the ouchie damage floor. These trees cast Berserk, and that's alright on 50% of our team, and not so great on the other 50%. Actually, it's kind of alright on Rosa as well, because she can do damage with the bow, but...
Their love for us is like a truck. For some reason, okay, not for some reason. I know the reason. The reason is because Berserk's really good. I want to watch Berserk, but I also don't want to. Berserk isn't something we can do for movie night.
No, absolutely not. Like, I love Berserk, and Berserk is good, but yeah, no, we can't We can't just spring though. We can't just put the. We can't just.
Hey everybody, you want
Share
to
it.
watch some really, really cool dark fantasy with a fucking banger soundtrack thanks to one of the greatest techno musicians in Japan?
God. Yeah.
Cool. There's
Wild.
also a lot of sexual assault.
Ugh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
It's wild that
It is handled better than a lot of things do handle it, but like, go unprepared. Yes.
it is wild that Susuma Hirasawa is the musician for the old Berserk anime. Like,
It's so good.
it's so good.
It's
Like the
really
music
good.
is so phenomenal in that. It's just such a wild pick for the dark fantasy series.
At least we have an all ages Berserk content. Everyone can enjoy that one Tumblr post about the long sword. Where it just keeps going.
Guts theme for 4 hours. The sword keeps going. Netflix Berserk watch along. No, I'm good.
So, this is the last thing before I quit Splatoon and leave. I never noticed that during the Splatfest, there's some food carts and stuff out.
Hmm.
One of them just has like a low poly pile of fruit
Oh,
question
what?
mark.
Float ran out. No. Or does it go away on floor change? That would suck.
I think it does.
That's unfortunate. It sure does. Thankfully, it's only an 8 mana, 8 MP cost, but
I'm trying to think of the last time a Final Fantasy game cared about damage floors and this kind of thing.
I know it does in 5. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Also,
there's one segment at least in 5, and I don't think there is in 6.
once again, shout out to them putting different kinds of save points in this game. Stranger Paradise probably had damage floors, but that's a little bit more. That's definitely a different kind of thing in action RPG compared to RPG.
Yeah,
Like,
Jack can't cast float and avoid the lava.
yeah. I don't know how recent Dragon Quest stopped or if it still does do damage floors. I know the most recent one I played was 7. It definitely had them, but that was a PS1 era game.
Mm-hmm.
Good old bio. Yeah, DQ will probably always have damage floors because it's more classic of RPG. Yeah, they definitely haven't done damage floors since 3D. There's not really a way to sort of put in float into those games. Elven Bow. Like that mechanically just I don't think works in the 3D Final Fantasies.
It also just is like less of a thing in general because the focus of them as RPGs has changed pretty significantly. Float is something you want for a preparatory dungeon crawler type
Yeah.
game, you know? And they're
that
not
was-
really that anymore.
That was definitely
They
yeah.
haven't
That
done
was
that
definitely
in a
what
while.
like they were. That's definitely like what the first game was, and like it's definitely like you can see them even here. They're moving away from that in terms of how you are not like.
Does 9 have any damage floors? Because I do know you can use float as a defensive tool, like against Titan and stuff like that.
Big damage floor microwave tunnel segment in 14.
That'd be fun.
I mean, they put a microwave tunnel into Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing
That
that
They
was-
is.
did do that. Mickey Mouse went through the microwave tunnel.
That was so wild playing through that.
Yeah,
It was so fucking funny.
it's such a fucking weird thing. It's so.
Wait.
Mickey's
go back in your
had a
items quick?
long life.
What does dwarven bread do?
Dwarven bread lets you see a map. It's lets
Ah.
you see a world map.
I
Sure.
wonder why.
Because back in I
they-
think the
they
old
make
versions of
the
this game,
bread
you didn't
into
have
map.
you didn't have the button to just bring up a map in older versions of this game. I imagine.
No, I'm saying why bread?
Oh, I don't know why. I don't know what it
They,
is.
they make the map into the bread, I'm telling
Yeah, I
you.
don't know what it is about dwarven bread that makes that happen.
Oh, so it's like a big pizza.
Maybe.
It could, yeah. If
I-
it's a thing that's been around since FF1, so it might be a
I-
thing that comes from like D&D
I-
in some capacity.
I was thinking of it more like a Fat Tuesday King Cake thing. They just have a little scroll in there, and whoever gets it is the winner.
I wish not to engage with Marlboros.
Famously now, my association with dwarf bread is Discworld, where the joke is dwarf bread is making fun of like Lambus and elf bread in Lord of the Rings stuff, where it's like a single piece of dwarf bread will let a traveler walk on for miles without eating, because you don't want to eat this goddamn bread.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you get from Discworld.
You'll survive in the wilderness on dwarf bread, because you'll look at dwarf bread and you'll think, I cannot eat this.
See,
I
of
will die if I have to eat this.
Of similar nature, Archon bread in 14.
Mhm.
And then because like the joke is like it's so inedible and hard baked, it then became a later joke that dwarf bread is also like weaponry.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just make Archon bread now, which is very funny.
Like a dwarven baguette is about as good as an iron bar.
God.
They should put more Discworld ideas into Final Fantasy.
wait a
I
minute.
think.
I think that'd be good, yeah.
Wonder what's going on there in the middle. The Charlian Culinarian Alchemist quests are about making Archon bread 2.0. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, Copper gave me the lowdown one time, and it was basically you're in the middle of a sectarian war between someone who wants to make it not die and someone who wants to make it even worse.
Yeah, and the person's motivation who wants to make it worse is my best friend introduced different culinary practices to Charlian. And you know what happened to him? He fucking died. So I hate all good tasting food.
Float going away.
kills.
Float going away every time I change floors is going to get me every time.
I assume his friend was like eating stuff like the heart attack burger.
No, he's from Charlotte, so he probably just had a too spicy pepper and had a heart attack.
They have big burgers in Charlian now.
Monsters. Oh, it's just this.
And he was the one who introduced them. So, like, I don't know. He could have been a burger guy. He was probably like the Charlian equivalent of that
Spin the
one
wheel.
burger
Who will be a
scholar
toad
guy.
and who will not? Our ninja has become a toad.
Archon Kellogg. I don't think they definitively say it had anything to do with the food, but the guy certainly blames it.
Oh. Give me just a second.
I like to think that he was like making the Luther burger and just everything off of Scrumdiddlyumptious or something. Just to
I
see
will
if
be
it
right
was
back.
any
I gotta go
good.
grab some tacos.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So I was so far because I only do things in Final Fantasy so long as they interest me.
Entirely fair.
I have somehow broken the hold of completionism that grips so many others, and one of the things is I only have 3 hand classes: leatherworker, blacksmith, and miner. But that's the funniest thing to me is so that means that I only get to do 3 chunks of like all of the endgame crafting stuff now, and I'll never do anything more because I don't want to do any other crafting classes.
Entirely fair. I have like all of the gatherers leveled up because I do like doing that, just like vibing to videos or podcasts and gathering a shit ton every now and then. But crafting stuff, it's never really grabbed me, and I especially don't like having to level a class from 0. It's such a pain in the ass.
See, I thirst for conflict, so when I just want to play a video game and spend a bunch of time, I will hop on Elite Smash and fight people and get upset sometimes. The ones for those is pretty funny because okay, so we got one where it's just, hey, do you want to hang out with the cool with the cool hippie professor? Everyone else on the island kind of sucks, but hippie professor, ooh, we love her.
Yeah.
And then the story of how I went to college and decided to get laid instead of studying the stars.
God, yeah, that one's pretty good. The Gathering one is just, let's culturally appropriate for fun.
And eventually, kiss.
Uh-huh.
Don't kiss your professor, that's weird.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. Like, maybe a couple of years down the line when you've graduated, but probably not even then.
I thought she was like the teaching assistant at least.
She is the teaching assistant. It is very inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'm not defending that at all. I'm just saying, in real life, maybe if, like, you've been out of school for a little bit. But if you're still in a position where they have power over you, no, it's weird for everybody.
And just think, last time the only thing we were doing was finding a really big invisible dinosaur.
Yeah, that one's also great.
Big invisible dinosaur. I don't remember what the like leatherworking one was, but I do remember. I can't place them in the Crystarium, but one of the 2 I did was the fixing things. That's stupid. Why would you have an emotional attachment to your possessions?
We could just get new things, give up on making things altogether, and start hitting things with a bone or stick.
It's the apocalypse. You should have depression.
Yeah.
Why aren't you joining me in my nihilism?
We
Fuck
should
music
just
box.
feel bad.
Did you have a good time with your everyone comes in for a big party, class quest stuff?
Yeah,
For
I
your
did.
classes?
I think it was pretty alright. I just enjoy leveling all the classes anyway. I like having... While I don't like playing some of the classes long-term, like especially Astrologian, most of the tanks, a decent amount of the DPS. I still like knowing what they do, so I have a vague idea of what everybody's doing in a party. But yeah, I thought that pretty much all of the role quests and the final come together one were all pretty good.
I got really lucky with Shadowbringers because I've heard a lot of mixed bag about the Shadowbringers capstones, where it's the what's everyone doing while you're away. But Samurai's is great because it's just comedy.
Yeah.
They just did a comedy quest, and it was pretty fun. And it even had a nice little serious beat at the very end. But it starts off with, "Oh shit, we accidentally invented the concept of a weeaboo."
Cool. The big ones that were like not great to me were like, everybody's talked about Summoner. The fact that Summoner is just not a conclusion to that class's story at all is really weird. I'd say the two best ones that I ran into were just Dragoon was pretty solid, so was Dark Knight.
Hello, I'm back, and yeah,
Gave you exactly the kinds of conclusions you'd want from those ones.
And now everyone gets to enjoy the samurai thing even more, though, because now Americans know what Rakugo is because of Shonen Jump.
The Red Mage one is pretty alright, too.
Yeah, that one's pretty okay. I can't think of any of them that... the Paladin one is like, whatever.
I think the Paladin one depends on your personal taste, how you feel about the Gladiator stuff. That's all. It has nothing to do with the Paladin quest line at all. Cause
yeah, they don't care about the Paladin quest
no
line
one does.
Nobody liked it.
I just realized. Did Square Enix do anything for April Fools?
I know 14 did specifically, but
like they did the Omega Assistant thing. I think.
Oh, they did it. They did it again.
The Omega, your Omega, as like an Amazon Alexa type thing was the one this year.
Again, I thought that was last year.
No, I don't think they did that last year. I don't remember what they did last year.
I don't remember what they did last year.
I absolutely know they did that before. They did, and then it played the Omega fight theme, and that's the funny joke. And they're like, we want some mood music.
I think they might have just done it again. I don't know.
Maybe.
I haven't really looked into it.
I could have sworn that was. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about it being this year. Oh, they did a live letter on April 1st last year. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. I thought maybe it wasn't this year. I just know someone posted the video in a channel I was in. So
this is all I got for April Fools.
Yeah, I saw it too, and I just sort of assumed, oh, that's what they're doing this year. Okay.
Yep. We have 3 frogs. We have 4 frogs.
Everyone's frogs.
Everyone is frog. Hell yeah.
We're back to 3 frogs.
The genesis, by the way, was, okay, I want to do a joke about the Donkey Kong eating beans picture, like last year. Big Man, and the Splatfest is happening this weekend, and I was like, wait a minute. How the hell can I make Big Man eat beans? That's not how his arms work.
God dang it.
You gave him a mean bean machine.
Please, don't aim at the same person twice. No! God damn it!
Yeah, blast him with magic.
Gotta make him a double toad.
Can I use... Oh, I can use magic. No, I can't. I can't use magic. I can only use Toad. I can only use Toad or Asuna.
No ribbons yet, I guess. At least that doesn't actually kill you.
Yeah.
There's a, this is, I have no follow-up after this. I'm just going to tell you that ahead of time. But I do need everybody to know. There is a character in
Mage Mash.
Mobile Suit Gundam 00 whose name is Ribbons Allmark. He's the main villain.
Good for them.
Yeah. I do think it's good for him.
Kotetsu. I really like the slightly more detailed frog portrait.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I gotta check. No, I don't have any ribbons. No, okay. I thought like I'd seen something. I think maybe in the beastie area I had seen what drops ribbons, and that's why it's in my head about like, do I have a ribbon?
Yeah, I think off the top of my head, the stuff that you want to kill for drops is Rainbow Flans and Behemoth's Queens.
Mm-hmm.
Blind Berserk Frog.
Yeah. Confused blind berserked frog.
Relatable.
The simple potato wedge. Yeah, I do enjoy
Potato wedges are pretty good.
I like me a potato wedge.
Oh
no, he's blind, berserk, frog, and pig.
Frig.
Okay.
I think you might need to refloat also.
Yeah, this is. I only need to cross. Oh, I thought I only needed to cross one, but oh well. We'll just take these ones. Soma drop, golden apple, Arctic wind, Hippotion.
There are a lot of situations where I appreciate potato wedges more than fries.
Mm-hmm. God dang it! God dang it!
Oftentimes a big component is people season potato wedges.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get people just very rarely season fries, which they should. You should season fries more.
Fries should, at the very least, have a generous application of salt.
Yeah.
Molly, is this like fast food? What is the context? Because the thing is, there are so many different food contexts where you want different types of side dishes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I would say like
we-
for wings.
if we're talking, for wings, then just celery or carrots. That's pretty standard, but
Yeah, I don't generally go for wings,
cleanser.
but I don't like want any too crazy for sides with wings. Wings are practically like a side kind of food in and of themselves, like they are side and main thing at the same time. But I mean, sides are like depending on like the situation, like obviously fish and chips, the chips, the fries, you know.
Yeah, so for me, it's mostly just the thing I absolutely want is carrot and celery. If I can't get that, I don't know. Fries are okay, I guess.
I think if I were to
that's
say
a lot
just
of fried food at once.
in general, a side that I would not turn down is like a little side of mashed potatoes on like most things.
I think the better question is, what side dish do you think you could eat as an entire meal and not be entirely disappointed? And I feel like a really good, like, not even necessarily a loaded mashed potato, but like one of the really rich ones that has sour cream or something in it like that. I could see just having a meal of that when I don't feel like making anything else and being reasonably satisfied.
Here's my perhaps controversial opinion with regards to wings. I don't really like the celery or carrots. I understand, it's supposed to be kind of bland. As a palate cleanser kind of idea.
It's our old
I
pal
prefer. I would rather have like a fruit cup with wings.
Dang, you exploded.
And here's his claws are in here.
I completely understand that, but I'm also the vegetables lover. I will eat any and all vegetables and enjoy it deeply.
Yeah, absolutely.
I extremely love a good carrot or a good stalk of celery. I think it tastes very good.
I think. Well, I mean, I think they're fine. I just don't. I don't like them for wings. I would prefer a fruit cup as a way to change up, my palate and break up the meal.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
No, wait, no. Yeah, this place got bombed, so. Wait,
yeah, you need to go.
I forget. Is she here or is she?
You need to go to Fabul.
Right. I'm getting my kingdoms mixed up. Where's Fabul? Oh, there it is. Right. Upper right. I know the shape of this side quest. I just forgot where exactly she is, where exactly this place was. No. I believe it was the left tower. There she is. We obtain the power of wife.
Famous move of wife. Comedy domestic violence.
Yeah.
Give him a little smack because, joke. I love it when I'm told. I love it. I absolutely love it when I'm told a joke and then I laugh.
Yeah,
it's my favorite thing in the world to happen.
Comedy jokes about losing your rank in Rivals of Aether if you don't.
That was the only good part of that stupid bit.
Yeah, that was the only good part of that specific joke. Yeah, it was like the losing your rank.
Demotion promotion.
Yeah.
We watched the Rivals of Aether direct, and they had Videos Game Donkey show up to make a gag about how he just showed up to blather on a little bit and show literally one frame of a trailer for a game that his stupid production company is putting out, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't judge the game because there was literally nothing of game shown.
Mm-hmm.
Just him making a bit. Undergrounder. Quick match told you that you were against bots in League. That's fun comedy right there. Woo, baby. God dang it. Float. Hold on a second.
Anyway, while that was happening, I looked this up and banged that real quick. Here you go, Molly. Fried potato tier list, courtesy of Millie. This is my general opinion. It is based both on the potential highs and lows of those items.
I remember seeing this exact tier list going around a bit earlier, a couple months ago, yeah. Yeah, waffle fries are really good. Waffle fries are just a great vehicle for whatever seasoning they put on them.
Is the cheese fry being low mostly because you have to get to them quick?
It's highs and lows for me, and the thing is, as high as the highest can be for cheese fries, it's still just fries with cheese on them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they hit lows really fast because they get so soggy and useless to me.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
I
or if
get
it's
it.
bad cheese, the cheese gets really, like, just plasticky or something.
True.
Belgian fries are the best though.
Yeah, Belgian fries are godlike.
So
So good.
friggin' good.
I will say, I get why. I can probably get why they're down there. Because most people just don't make them very good. I do think really good sweet potato fries are really good. Like when you make them the right way, they're really good. But
I'm not a huge sweet potato guy,
that's fair.
so generally sweet potato fries are not what I'm looking for when I want fries.
That's entirely fair.
If you do want to have cinnamon on your plate while you're eating a burger, I mean that's kind of your vehicle. That's what you got to go for. I'm not, and then
I've never really had sweet potato fries.
Oh no,
like that. Like
you don't use sweet. You use cinnamon and salt.
oh, I've never had them with cinnamon salt on them. That's interesting.
That is a good that sweet potato fries with that's a good dish in and of itself.
Yeah,
It's just sweet potato fries are too much of a they have too much of their own like identity to like as a side dish for me.
That's fair. Yeah, as a side dish, I can totally understand them not being as strong in that specific context. Yeah. But yeah, I think I definitely agree with most of this list for sure. I've never had a potato tornado before. I have no idea where I would put that.
I've had them like once. They're fine.
And smiley fries, the novelty wears off when you're not 3.
Yeah. Like the nostalgia's fine. Then you realize like, oh, this is just kind of a worse version of fries.
They're usually because they're
Think
also
of
like
a dinosaur and we'll talk.
they're also like usually like made from frozen, which also means they are just kind of soggy. Don't hit him. Oh.
Also, yeah, that's the retranslation.
Time for training.
Instead of it being a comedy smacking, it is she'd clang like the ladle and the pan together every morning for his alarm clock.
Yeah. Although she still said give him a good smack on the noggin, but you know. Yeah, you know. Comedy jokes. Love to laugh at a joke.
See, Molly, you need to get you need to hang out with us sometime when it's Minnesota State Fair time, because now we have a tradition where every year before the fair they put out the new fair foods list, and we go through them and we go like yay, nay, hubris. Hubris tier.
It's a real
for
fun time.
The hubris tier is God. This is a terrible idea, and it spits in the face of humankind's advancement.
I don't think I've ever actually hung out for any of those. I've never been around when y'all do those. I should hang out for one. Okay. Now
I want it.
I try to figure out the last secret of this dungeon.
Dang. Is there They took down the because it's not the State Fair's gone and passed. They took down the page for it, so I can't share it right now. I'll have to wait until this summer. Oh yeah.
Yeah, fair foods are a thing. Nope, wait. Okay,
Nope, you're not allowed in the server now, Molly. You're stinky.
I
have had
as
it.
you were saying that, I sent it through Discord.
I have had those before.
Figured.
I have had those before, Molly. There was a couple days at one point, the first few years I was going to community college, where there would be some people who came out as set up a little vendor booth outside of the in the evening outside of the school's cafeteria area, and had a little table set up for those. They were pretty good. I liked those. They are pretty good food as open faced taco kind of thing. Okay. So there's stairs that come from below up to there. Down here, did I just miss those? Yeah, fry bread, just fry bread and on open face taco, just good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Having a little old grandma from a reservation helps. Yeah, I can imagine. All foods are improved by being made by a little old grandma.
It's true. I frozen burgers usually not good, but my grandma made frozen burgers that were pretty good. There's the grandma factor to it.
The grandma factor. God dang it. Okay, yeah, I do need to cast float because there's a bunch of them. Yeah, grandma's making do with no money kind of food, yeah.
Last summer, my family checked out, there's a restaurant that was making waves and getting some good press called Moooooon. That's a Sioux cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
And they had open-faced sandwich type stuff on fry bread, sort of. It's like it was pretty interesting.
Nice.
Had a nice time.
Ah!
It's also a really terrible joke. Well, a terrible pun because the restaurant's called Moooooon by the Sioux Chef.
Very good. Oh, there we go. Not getting me this time. God dang it. Not as much as I was hoping for.
But Tish.
Simply falafel.
Simply falafel.
Simply falafel.
Better than something falafel.
True. I have not had a good falafel in a while.
I don't think I've ever had falafel.
It's basically ground up and fried chickpea, I think.
Interesting.
It's very good.
Actually,
If you get good falafel, at least.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever had it.
What would you put on the menu at something falafel? Would you have
Falafel.
Would you have a falafel that has like shoe jerky in it?
Yeah.
A falafel with chicken and
A lot
cheese?
of Mediterranean food is chickpea. Yeah, I know that. There is I don't have a funny name place, but there was a time we worked. Hey, Red Fang, the item that we used in the opening cutscene. God damn it!
Monsters.
We have a lesbian bar in my hometown called Mabel Peabody's Beauty Parlor and Chainsaw Repair. Which, that's pretty good.
Worst restaurant name I can think of lately is when I was younger. We would go to Arizona because, long story short, my grandparents and my mom and her sisters all basically like pooled together and have a place we go to.
Mm-hmm.
Like all 5 families. So I used to spend a lot of like spring breaks and such in Arizona. And there's a restaurant we used to go to that was across. There's like across a little plaza from a bar that was just called the Pink Taco.
That's a name.
The thing is, I can respect it if it's a gay bar. I can't if it's not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's also the reason why. So again, in college, I was watching Kitchen Nightmares for the first time. We got to a certain infamous. We got to a certain infamous episode, and I realized, wait a minute, why does this look familiar? I've walked past Amy's Baking Company. It's in Scottsdale, which is where that is.
Freaking Marlboros.
Ooh, that was a big flash.
Yeah, the critical flash is very intense in this.
I think we might have used to have a mellow or a tomatoes here in Denton too.
Yeah. I was gonna say earlier, I don't have a funny name place, but there I did when we used to work in an office at one of one of our clients is like runs some bingo centers in the area. We used to, and they used to let us work in an office in one of their attached to one of their centers, one of the bingo centers, and there was a market, a Mediterranean market with a deli and like grill attached to it as part of it, and we used to just go down there for lunch all the time and get just really fucking good kebabs, naan, hummus, really good hummus. It's now like a 40-minute drive from here, and it's unfortunate.
A lot of restaurant talk tonight.
Yeah.
We're mostly doing like side questy stuff.
It's true.
So yeah, so far
Funny
the only thing the game has given us is bad joke. Ah!
Oh, this is a bad one.
You can't escape. You can't escape us, and there's 4 of us. You're
Can't
ready.
escape from crossing fate.
This is a fucked up
If I can
fight.
get one person to not be confused for a second, so I can just throw a remedy on like Rosa or something. Okay, this works too.
When you were talking about like fries and stuff earlier, I was just thinking about how when I was a kid, there was this semi-chain, like it's one of those like local chains where it's like there's 3 of them. It was the Big Ten, and it's a sports bar kind of place that was themed after, the Big Ten. But specifically, I'm not sure smoke helps here.
Yeah,
You're just gonna want to fire him.
yeah, probably. It was the best idea.
Anyway, but the thing that I always wanted to get there when I was a kid was the appetizer platter just as my dinner.
That's fair. I've definitely been to places where that sounds like the best thing.
Yeah, there's onion rings. There were some chicken wings. There was waffle fries. Just get the appetizer platter.
I feel like there are a decent amount of Tex-Mex places around here where the appetizer platter sounds really good because it's like quesadillas, chips and queso, a bunch of different stuff. That's just I'd make a meal out of this. It's technically not a meal.
Once
but
again,
I'd
they
make
just
one
do
out
not
of it.
breathe on Cecil for some reason.
It's very nice of them. I'm not gonna complain. I might decide to stop and start breathing on him every time, along with everybody else, and that'd be bad.
Yeah, Cajun places are definitely sample platter as a meal kind of places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Italian also. Yeah, it was just like this. It's not as not in the same way.
Can you not decide on one pasta?
Maybe get some chicken parmigiano. God. Okay, cool. They only targeted 2 people that time. Oh, he's dead. Damn it. Well, okay, I can cure Frog while he's dead, at least.
He's now a living frog. Or dead frog. It's fine.
Don't have enough for full life. Titan! Oh, god damn it. Please. God damn it! Marlboros!
Very rude.
Quite a fight.
Marlboros are the worst!
They really, really are.
Well, then there goes.
No smoking.
Okay, please. Thank you, God. Thank you for surviving, Rydia. Somehow you have survived. Stop it!
Barf, barf, barf.
God damn it!
And, yep. That's it.
Marlboros! This is the whole room, isn't it? Yeah, okay, hold on.
Well, hey, you don't have to kill all of them. You can...
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the boxes are fixed.
yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Is I was just gonna look up what's in the boxes and decide.
Do not open the center bottom one. I think you got the top left, and the bottom left and center bottom were monsters.
Yeah, the first 2 on the first 2 on the left were monsters, and it was like on the top and bottom on the left were monsters, and it was like a Red Fang and a Moonring Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find a place that has just the treasures listed. Okay, so one of the treasures in, I think the treasure from that box is the Avenger Sword, which puts Cecil into Berserk if he has it equipped.
Mm-hmm.
Then Moonring Blade, which is a pretty good weapon which is a pretty solid weapon for Edge, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, I can just do that one. I'll just grab the Moonring Blade and skip over the one we touched. That was bad.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me.
Oh, here. Good old Game Facts map here. Okay, so Inferno. So Red Fang, Blue Fang, or whatever it's called, is the middle top one. Lightning Storm, then the Moonring Blade, the Avenger Sword, and Medusa. I think is the Medusa arrows. Okay. All right, so. This one was fine, and this had the Red Fang in it. We'll grab that.
As somebody playing through Mega Man 8 right now, Mega Man 8, pretty good.
Yeah, I like Mega Man 8. Oh, right. I clicked out of it.
Hold on, which one was Fire Emblem 8? Sacred Stones. Sorry, Molly.
The pattern has been broken.
Your theory sucks. Sacred Stones is not very fun. I think it's bad.
Damn. X8 is actually kind of alright. It's just, yeah, it's hard not to compare it to X7, which is doo-doo water.
X8
Pokemon.
is my personal favorite, but it does have its issues.
Pokemon 8 was pretty good.
Yeah.
As far as RPGs, if we're going from RPGs, Pokemon 8, pretty good.
Okay, yeah, Sylph. Pretty good summon there.
Yeah, Sylph's really good.
I don't know.
Wizardry
I like
8 is
Sacred
the final
Stones,
game in
but I
the
get you.
series. I don't know if there's anything special about it.
What is the 8th Mario game? Mario Kart 8, I mean, it is pretty good. So we got that one.
Wizardry 8 is like the last game in like a well-acclaimed trilogy of Wizardry games, and also the last Wizardry game developed by the original developers. So it's probably fine. Mask of Eternity, aka the best one. It's
Okay,
everybody's favorite.
the 8th Mario game they ever made is Donkey Kong 3. Got Stanley the Bugman in it? I don't think it's very good, to be honest.
I don't know if that counts. I feel like if you're counting Mario games, you want to start from Mario Brothers. And, like, only include games that have the name Mario in the title. Maybe that's just me.
Okay, so is the original Donkey Kong not a Mario game?
I would not consider it a Mario game. I would say it's a game that features Mario. I'm gonna take that stance. Yeah, that's. I said it uncertainly, but no, now I'm certain. Yeah, I would say that.
Nintendo's pretty solid.
Hey, of the Abyss, that's a pretty good Tales. IMO.
Nintendo's pretty solid about that these days, though. That the Donkey Kong and Mario and Pauline, that's the start of it all.
Well, yeah, but that's like a convenient corporate thing because their actual like first big arcade success is something that they don't ever want to bring up again, just because it's not something they ever built on.
Hmm.
So I don't count it. That's corporate spin.
White Fang, that's what it is. And so
Okay, well, if we are literally only going off of the Super Mario Brothers series, not including the original Mario Bros. The 8th Super Mario game is Mario 64.
That's a pretty good
that's a
one.
pretty solid one.
If we include original Mario Bros, then it's Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins.
That's also a pretty good, solid one, IMO.
Yeah.
I remember they have a good quick save in these Pixel remasters, where I can just do it and it doesn't kick me out or anything.
5, 6, 7. Oracle of Ages is the 8th Zelda.
That's a pretty good one.
I would call it especially good compared to other
No,
Zeldas.
like it's not the best. It's not the greatest. It's not like the best Zelda. It's not like one of the top Zeldas. But like I think as far as the handheld ones go, I think it's one of my favorites. As far as I think it's pretty solid high mid.
I think the 8th Dot Hack game would technically be the third GU game, and like I think that was a pretty good installment in the GU series.
Depends on if you count the fighting game that came packaged with an OVA.
I think the fighting game that came packaged with an OVA came out after that because it was on the PS3.
That makes sense.
See, I think the thing is, though, at the end of the day, this is all going to be survivorship bias, because if a franchise makes it to 8 games,
It's probably going to be pretty solid at that point. I think
Castlevania
it's being made by a company who's willing to pay the money and keep, iterating and working on it.
I'm not sure which Castlevania is the 8th one, and I think that one's definitely like a gamble on whether it is a good one or not, because that series has passed around to different developers a few times in those early years.
That's true.
Or at least different teams making different ones.
I mean, so the one on Super Nintendo was called Super Castlevania 4.
Yeah. But then
Super Castlevania 4 is number 8.
Is it really?
It's number 8, and that's a reasonably solid one.
It's all right, yeah. It's pretty all right, yeah. It's a remake of the first one basically, and it's pretty solid.
And why did they call it Super Castlevania 4? Why did they call it an oven if...
Right, this one was 2 Marlboros. We can handle 2 Marlboros. God dang it. God dang it. Cecil, please use Asuna quicker.
Keeps getting interrupted by using cover.
We'll just throw a party-wide Kiraja. 8th Sonic game? I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay, Sonic 1, 2, CD, 3, and Knuckles. 6 is Adventure. It's Heroes!
Well, can't be true all the time.
The rule has been broken.
Yep, that one's just bad.
I mean, that's... Okay, to be fair, that's 8th if you're not counting spin-offs. Because Sonic has had a lot of side games.
True.
Yeah, well, we have not been counting spin-offs.
Fair.
And even if you count 3 and Knuckles as one game... It's
like
2006,
anything that puts it from Heroes onward is just kind of not going to happen.
Honestly, Sonic 06 I would consider at least better than Heroes. That would be something.
Again,
this is not a stove I'm going to touch.
Tyria, the issue is that the original prompt for this discussion was Molly saying, the 8th game in a series seems to always be pretty decent.
Fair enough.
Yeah, better than other games in the series, not.
That's fair enough. I just needed to object to Sonic Heroes for moral reasons.
I once again say this is a stove I will not touch.
Fair enough.
Well, we have a new best Sonic game now.
Yeah.
He's finally
Sonic.
dead.
The murder of Sonic.
The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I still need to sit down and play that.
Yeah, I haven't touched it yet. It seems really fun.
I knocked it out this afternoon. It's very cute. I enjoyed it.
Full life consequences. Go.
Here's your incentive. If you finish the game, you get to see one of the best pictures anyone has ever drawn about the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise.
I've heard, yeah. I will say, if I had to pick a Sonic game to play, I would choose Sonic 06 over Unleashed.
Really?
Sonic 06 at least can be funny. Unleashed just is kind of has too much where I'm just kind of bored.
Fair enough. I don't have as much of a problem with the Werehog sections as most people do, and I genuinely think the boost stages in that one are some of the best.
Yeah, I don't mind the boost stages.
Of the boost era. personally.
I would be less down on the werehog stuff if it was just a little
paced
less long,
horribly.
and if the mechanics were more fleshed out. Like the problem is,
it's paced horribly for what it is.
yeah, and it's very. It's just the mechanics of playing as a werehog are too. You learn the whole thing within the first level, and then you're just doing that for the whole game. Yeah, also the button mashing is really egregious.
This is incredibly petty, but the thing that annoys me the most about the werehog is the part where it makes just an awful ding dong doorbell noise all the time, constantly.
Ding dong. Yeah, it's not great.
Anyways, we got one of side quest done. We obtained Sylph, Fairy of Healing. There is one more side quest right now that we can do here in the underground. It's the same. It's a similar dungeon, but in red.
Hooray!
Yeah. This is this thing, a couple of us, generally Copper, Moors, and I.
God.
Copper and Moors and I will touch the hot stove and look at new things on manga decks. And I cannot tell you how many times I've started a bad isekai just think like, oh, well, a couple chapters and see if there's anything worth pulling out of this at all. It's like, okay, good. It's another one where they're slavering it for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always just like, well, slavery's bad, so I'm gonna buy a slave and then free her. Parentheses, it's always her. But then she'll like me because I freed her, and she's gonna hang out with me all the time anyway.
Oh no!
This also is why it hurts me how much Spider Isekai is just kind of okay. It's not great, but at least it doesn't do this. That's where I'm at with it. I like the Spider Isekai, but it doesn't because it doesn't do this. But it's not very good overall. I don't think. Just in terms of quality. Oh.
Strong take on the spider isekai.
I have no idea about a vending machine isekai.
Hell Flapper!
Yeah, I don't know. I like the spider isekai, for what it is. It's this is not me being negative on it. It's just, I can't recommend it to people as yeah, no, this is really good. It's it's okay. I like it. But I wish it was more. It's got parts that are just. It kind of falls off at a point. Is basically what I'll leave at.
There are a couple different versions of the now classical isekai.
Molly.
I'm just
getting. Sonic the Hedgehog isekai is Sonic X.
Yeah.
And also the new
and
also the live action Sonic movies.
Also that, yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you, this has already happened multiple times.
It is well trodden ground.
So, what I was going to say is, there's a lot of different versions of the now classical isekai setup, and I am just so tired of the kind. Like this might seem harmless, but one of the things I'm actually more tired of is I had a skill / ability that everyone said was stupid and worthless, but it's actually secretly the best, and my life's amazing. And the reason I dislike it, even though, like I said, it may seem kind of harmless, because it's because every one of these is just it's it pays lip service to the idea that hard work and such is good, but at the end of the day, all of them are the same. What if you never had to try?
Yeah, it's just it's just boring. At the end of the day, speaking of isekai, honestly, I've been meaning to go back and watch Dot Hack Sign at some point, mainly because I bought all those dot hack cards, and I feel like I should at least watch through dot hack sign to completion before I open up those dot hack cards that I have.
Sign is so good.
Sign is really good. Like Sign is obviously like very early isekai relative to this whole the current
I mean,
genre
it's
boom, I guess you call it, but it's also
it's
a much
more part of the original
idea of it, yeah.
kind of thing, yeah.
Where it's
more akin to something like Escaflowne, which, by the way, Escaflowne also really good.
Yeah.
Like
even for even for more recent stuff, honestly, it's like as much as it's not like overall a great series, Log Horizon does start out pretty solid in doing kind of fun stuff with the concept of the MMO isekai.
Like people having really dumb names.
Yeah, that
one of the major characters is named after Krusty the Clown.
Yeah.
So a thing I was thinking about is there needs to be some kind of German word invented for this, which is when you see a manga or an anime and you can like and you feel the exact flavor of patheticness coming off of the wish fulfillment thereof.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
you can't earthquake me.
It's like you're doing a wine tasting of wow, you're really living like this.
It's really funny that this is the boss of this dungeon. When I looked it up, the recommended level for this place was higher than Sylph Cave. So far, this is a fucking walk in the park compared to Sylph Cave. Dang. I know this one has like an actual boss at the end of it, so that might change things. But
I joke about this one a lot because its title can inflict a status effect on you just by reading it. So I joke about it's fun having a 300,000 yen a month job welcoming home an One-san who doesn't find meaning in the job that pays her 500,000 yen a month.
Cool.
What the fuck?
Like I said, you read it and it gives you a status effect.
I'm just not sure what status effect it is. That's
Yeah,
a status
fair.
effect that's represented by 3 question marks.
I mean, that's confusion.
No, I mean like just the name of the status effect is 3 question marks, not like the visual effect of it or anything.
What if instead of my office job that makes me intensely depressed and saps my will to live, a slightly older woman paid me 300,000 yen a month to be her house husband?
I mean, okay. I mean, the idea. No.
And just the like I said, just feel like, oh, that's your wish fulfillment, huh? You're writing a whole ass manga about this?
Yeah.
Ooh, you
Findom,
really live
the
like
manga.
this. You really live like this. No, it's not Findom because she's sad and pathetic. Anyway, read Delicious in Dungeon instead.
Delicious in Dungeon is great.
We're hitting the end soon.
We sure are. Things are happening in that manga. Actually, I might be a chapter behind now that I think about it.
We can also read Zatch Bell too. That's got.
I also need to get back to catching up.
He was so good.
I need to get back to catching up on Zatch Bell 1, like I was doing.
I love hippos, Thierry. I love hippos so much.
Hippos kick ass.
But yeah. Also, Molly, I forgot. I didn't respond earlier. I'd be willing to give Standalone Complex a shot with with people at some point, because my experience with Standalone Complex was seeing it come on some channel. I forget whether it was like it was some channel it was on that wasn't Adult Swim. When I was like a teenager and thinking, this seems really boring. So I never really watched it. But then in college, I in a class about comics, an English lit class about manga and comics, I read the original manga and it was like, actually, this is all right. There's some stuff here, maybe. So I'd be willing to give Standalone Complex another time. I also need to finish Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is a series I've never finished. I have it. I have it on a very nice DVD set that I need to.
My experience with Standalone Complex is singing and saying, Standalone Complex, I find it very simple. No, I'm kidding. I have the Blu-ray of the first season. It's good. It's a good show.
I think it's pretty good. I actually like the
the major's free
That's
time activity in the manga and in it is lesbian brain orgies.
It's true.
That's a thing she just does.
I love how the major's whole deal is a corollary to like what I call the Kishimoto problem.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, Naruto is intensely homoerotic because Kishimoto is misogynistic and doesn't want to write women.
Yeah.
The major is lesbian and has lesbian brain orgies because Shiro didn't want to draw guys.
Yep.
100%.
It's so funny.
It's just a sidestep of the Kishimoto problem.
Kikuichi Monji. God. I really need the critical animation to stop like that. God damn it. Yeah, I definitely, I need to get back to my reading through of the original Zatch Bell, because that's a good ass manga.
It is. It's very good.
I'm so glad that immediately as soon as I caught up to where I had originally left off with it when I was younger, I got to be introduced to I forgot his name. The guy who says groovy. Something Kafka. I don't know.
Kafka Sunbeam.
Kafka Sunbeam, yeah. God, Kafka Sunbeam is so good.
Kafka Sunbeam rules. I really want him to show up in the sequel.
I mean, he's gonna be here eventually.
I'm sure. I'm just looking forward to it is all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, One Piece is still a good ways off from ending, but it's been pretty good. It has a lot of stuff is happening in One Piece, as of late. It is escalating a lot of things. Like, God, the stuff with Shanks in last week's chapter was absolutely wild. And then the implication as it progresses of what's going to happen in the main part of this arc is wild. Yeah, they brought back Bonnie, and she's important. And also, she's Kuma's daughter. And she also might be a clone. She may or may not be a clone of Big Mom. That is a theory going around right now, which might be true. Yeah, Luffy's gonna eat the sun.
Hooray! The sun's had it too good for too long.
If I step on this, it's gonna teleport me. And then teleport. Yeah, okay. Rat tail. There we go. I knew that was in here somewhere.
Oh, hey, you can class change.
Rat tail is important for getting the big weapon for Cecil.
I love the bomb shopkeep.
Yeah, bomb shopkeep, very good.
Gobo has won.
Hmm.
At Guilty Gear.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I think. Forget they aren't skip. This isn't a week off for One Piece, is it?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Let me check.
Yeah.
I feel like it's. I feel like.
I don't remember hearing about TCB scans this week, but I might not have just been looking.
I think it's just we're due for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, next chapter is in 8 days.
Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to be good, and we all like, I'm not gonna look at TCB scans this week. I want to see whatever is happening next when it's supposed to happen. It's like, oh, there's nothing happening this week.
Yep.
Here is Chocobo, famous of summon.
Mm-hmm. Holds knowledge beyond your imagination.
Lore of summon.
Mm-hmm.
The first to flee from battle.
A certain someone hanging out in the top right.
Yep, he's there to help you change your name. I'm good, thank you. Odin, master of the blade. It's so funny how Leviathan just sort of flows in and out between games of being a big deal summon.
Mm-hmm.
The two moons were one.
Usually,
so it is written.
more or less whenever water and ice are separated.
Mm-hmm.
Molly, no, I live in Minnesota.
Minnesota is at least spiritually the furthest possible you can get from Vegas, if not physically.
Spiritually, isn't Utah, even with the physical closeness, on account of the Mormon?
Yeah, that's true. That's probably spiritually.
Well, actually, before I do that, I should just go. Instead of using
But
an
it's
item, I should
still
just go to the inn.
up there in terms of locations.
$1,200 Yellow Knight. Jeez.
What are they even gonna do with the money?
Good question. Everyone here saying hi to Rydia.
Like, you live in a magical fairy commune. Why do you need cash?
Well, we still have bills.
What for? What for, motherfucker?
Do you think this town floats on its own? They don't pay the light bill, yeah. Oh, I did not mean to say no. Time to fight an Asura. I don't know the gimmick of this fight. I know the faces change. Please stop punching, Radio.
I'm just gonna get punched. That's how I do.
Yeah, defeating Asura with no KO, you fight Shin Akuma.
This is a pretty good sprite for Asura.
Yeah, I like it.
It's SNK. It's 100% something from SNK. By the way, Molly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you want a bullshit Seeker boss, it's any SNK game. Like
Yep.
the top 10 of that list is all SNK games, almost certainly. Well, no, somewhere in there might be the MK11 boss, but that's my personal opinion. Final boss of MK11 is some fucking horse shit.
I think that Omega Rugal is usually considered like one of the top ones in terms of being a huge pain in the ass.
I forget what the game is. I know Ty played it once. There was that one game that Ty
Oh,
played.
the general.
The general from that game, yeah. That's probably number one, honestly. That guy was some bullshit. Stop it. Stop doing that.
There was actually sort of an industry competition around that time to just have really hard fighting game bosses.
Yeah, just... You have to make your final boss cheat. That's how you make it a final boss. God dang it. Stop with the healing of yourself.
True Nightmare in 3 was kind of a fuck, because he had a full screen ranged attack that he could throw out at any time. In a game where almost nobody has that, but... I don't know. It's not a secret boss, but I do still think Taboo was kind of a giant fucker.
A bit, yeah.
Just giving a Smash boss an insta KO is real rude. Though it wasn't too bad to dodge once you learned that.
Master Core is pretty nasty, but it's Smash Bros. So there's only so much it can be. There's only so it can only be so bad.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Which
almost
is
done.
also true for Taboo. Also, there's only so hard they're going to be able to or going to be willing to make it. The hardest stuff in any of those games is probably
There we go.
some of the weirder events in Melee, or I guess All-Star mode in the games that have it.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, somebody went to the extent of recreating the entirety of the Nintendo of America support website that has patch notes and shit, so they can make a fake Smash Bros. Version 14.0 fighter adjustments April Fools.
Oh boy.
God.
This is so much effort.
No
Why did you go
fucking
so
kidding.
high effort for this?
Because Smash people get very mad very easily. That's my guess, honestly.
The whole thing is, it's all of the patch notes are buffs and changes that are to already strong characters, and then the final air quotes joke is that it's like 5 buffs for Steve.
And here he is, Leviathan.
I like
One-
the colors on this one.
The colors are good. The shape is kind of fun.
Yeah, this-
funny.
This is a pretty solid Leviathan. I think this Leviathan got a good rank when we were ranking summons.
Got kind of a chicken face.
Mm-hmm.
Cast 1 of 3 itemized spells. Curaga, Protect, or Life. The world of Tekken turned into a shithole on the level of Mortal Kombat so gradually I didn't even realize until someone pointed out that arguably the newer MK games take place in a more pleasant timeline than the world of Tekken 7 Plus. I mean, yeah. Tekken has gone through like 3 world wars at once, basically. All because of one awful family. At the very least, the most recent MK ends with in the different endings of MK 11 are generally people choosing to make the world a better place by resetting time. God damn it.
Kuma's blameless.
Kuma is blameless.
The
Kuma.
the only thing Kuma's ever done is work for Heihachi, the war criminal.
Yeah, and also
but like also is a pet bear, so
also
like,
almost
you can't
every
really
single
put culpability on
also
them.
almost every single one of Kuma's endings is him fucking owning Heihachi, just like completely annihilating Heihachi in some way. Like, that's actually the fun part about Kuma is most of Kuma's like special endings in games are Heihachi's endings for that game, but with Kuma in Heihachi's place. Like Heihachi does an ending where he, jettisons all of his family into space. Kuma gets an ending where he jettisons Heihachi and all of his family into space.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Panda's just a panda as well.
Panda is just a panda. There's like some stuff. Panda is just a panda who hangs out with a teenage girl. Oh, did I just reflect onto him? Oops.
Get tidal wave. It's not actually that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tekken storyline is incredibly convoluted, and I have never been able to bring myself to care about it.
Yeah, it's very convoluted because it's one of those games that's almost entirely always been told through character-specific endings, and there's a lot of stuff left up to interpretation in a lot of those, and stuff that's kind of been added in supplemental stuff. Like most of the, and like it also doesn't really connect in mostly significant ways. Like King, Armor King, Marduk, all of them have a whole like storyline for them, but it's all like it does not matter for it to any other character.
There are a lot of characters in Tekken who are just there for the fighting tournament and aren't involved in the main plot, which is a very... It's not too dissimilar from Street Fighter, I suppose, but I feel like everybody in Street Fighter gets pulled in anyway. Whereas
tried...
in Tekken, it just kind of doesn't happen.
They tried to make everyone at least semi-relevant in Street Fighter V's full story mode when they did it. And the result was, like, half the characters are there basically just to be, to get a single "It's the Avengers" scene.
Yeah. I think, honestly, outside of the main... If you ignore the main story, the actual, like, bespoke story mode of 5, which you're totally free to, who cares? A lot of... Street Fighter 5 at least does, I think, a bit better of a... Street Fighter as a whole does a bit better of a job of somewhat connecting the characters' stories through through more just a general, like, overall, just this is a story of this version of this world in this tournament series as a whole, kind of thing.
Yeah, and then with 5, once they started adding DLC seasons, it mostly just became, this is what they're up to for 3 cutscenes.
Yeah. Like, sometimes it was stuff that, like, was kind of interesting, tied into, like, other characters and such. 5 is in a weird place in the storyline also. So they were doing... The way it sort of hopped around just kind of... was weird. What was I doing? Phoenix down. 5 is the one with Hot Seth, yes. The good Seth.
And the power of the Tonden engine.
Oy vey.
Well, I guess that's technically also important.
Edge, you are so squishy.
That's all people needed.
It did make Seth a lot more interesting of a character in general.
Yeah.
Before he was literally just out of nowhere final boss guy, whose only interesting thing is maybe he has a loose connection to this other character we introduced in this game. Who knows?
Well, the idea with 4 Seth is that he's doing an internal shadowy rebellion of sorts. That he's a Bison clone who decided maybe I should be the boss, and so he creates Sin so he can try and usurp it.
I do think, I think one of the differences between Tekken and Street Fighter in that way is that there is a... Street Fighter does have a definitive, like, villainous organization going on, whereas, like, you can argue, the mission... I mean, yeah, they are, but, like, they're also just kind of the focus. It's more of a fight. They're still the focus centrally as well. So
it is a messy interfamily drama, and is inherently complicated by the fact that anybody who has been a good guy in the series, except for like a handful of exceptions that are connected directly to the Mishima stuff, they've also committed at least one war crime. Like every single one of them.
Also, I don't know how else to put this. The difference is that in Street Fighter, you don't care so much when the random nobodies aren't relevant to the plot.
Yeah.
Because El Fuerte is not going to be relevant to the plot. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's a wrestling chef. Don't worry about it.
But in Tekken, the main characters are just a lot less interesting than Street Fighter's main characters.
Yeah. The interesting characters get really shafted in... I mean, I would say shafted, but it's all like it's stuff like some of them don't, in that they just more have their own storylines that are kind of interesting. Like, I genuinely really like the stuff with King and Armor King and all that. That's just fun wrestling stuff that kind of crosses between like, what if kayfabe was real kind of stuff, and it's like that could be kind of fun.
To answer your question, Molly, the thing is, Akuma is canon to Tekken in the sense that he influences a little bit of the plot of 7, but he's not gonna be referenced or important ever again.
He's important in the same way that Starkiller was important to like Soul Calibur 5.
Hey, we got Leviathan.
Hey,
I do love that, Millie brought up like everyone's done some flavor of war crime. I think my immediate thought was not Akuma. Akuma is actually of all the characters in 7. Akuma is is more on the side of the non-evil characters in that. Like if you made a scale of like most heinous shit to least heinous shit, Akuma's much more on that side of the scale comparatively.
He's just done murder.
Yeah, he's just done murder. It's not even like evil murder. It's just he fights really good and he fights for keeps.
Yeah, I think I've said it before, but like I think the only person like directly connected to the Mishimas who hasn't done a war crime is, I think, Lars, and I might just not know of any war crimes he did.
Lars is the token, like, heroic.
Yeah, that's why that's why he was in Naruto.
Yeah.
Jin
was briefly heroic for longer than his
I don't think we know much about June. I think like 8 is the first mainline game she's playable in. The funny robot maid, I think she is. I think
Chloe.
No, not Chloe. Not Lucky Chloe. The fucking pink-haired girl with the chainsaw arms. Lucky Chloe's just a pop idol.
Right. I get those two mixed up.
Elisa. Yeah,
that's it.
They get mixed up because they are both characters that the Tekken fandom gets really fucking mad about all the time. Alright. Second side quest cave completed. We got 3 new summons. And we have the rat tail. I forget if did I just bring this down here now, I think.
And then next dungeon you lose Rydia, and it was all pointless.
Golbez shoots Rydia with a gun.
Yep.
Master Kokol's workshop.
I will say, while this game has definitely been a lot more enjoyable than how I remembered it when I was younger, I will say one personal issue I have with it that is very slight and mostly is down to taste, and we've kind of already discussed this, is that for the most part, and with like the exception of today when we were doing too long dungeon side quests, boy, this game is breakneck to a point where I feel like we haven't learned much about the world. And it's a little odd. I don't know.
That's fair.
we've learned mostly about just a lot of sort of generic politics, and that Baron is, Baron became evil because Golbez was working behind the scenes.
Yeah, and I feel like every nation that we've run into, we haven't found out much about them, partially because they've been in crisis. I feel like I know a lot more about the world in Final Fantasy III than I do this one. But that's also partially a taste thing. This plot isn't bad, it's just focusing on different stuff. The character drama is the main focus. And while I like all that stuff a lot, I would also like to know a little bit more about the world. Which, hey, the After Years might give us some of that.
No. Yeah, maybe.
That might be a good part of the After Years.
Where is my hovercraft?
Isn't it in your big ship?
That's the other ship. It's no, because we last used it over here to get to over here, and we need to switch to this ship to grab it. FF4 is a game about airships.
It sure is.
I don't think they ever go this crazy with the airships again. 5 has multiple airships, but they all exist as one airship in the story.
They're just
in
upgrades.
Gameplay. Like, you have a ship that you lose, but then you just get a new ship and it upgrades. I gotta step away from. Oh my god. Please, I don't want to put down. No, I want to just put the ship down. Please. Why is it a 9 by? Why is it a 3x3 grid for the freaking hovercraft? God damn it!
Ship juggling.
No. Okay, that works, I guess.
I'm sorry, that was really funny. Wow.
Wow. He collects animal tails. Don't worry about it.
Everybody needs a hobby.
Gatlinger. Wait, no. If I need it, I'll come back for it. I'll regret it at that time, but like, yeah, dumb revoir. That's that flavor of goblin in 4. Now to swap over to this ship, because this is the ship that can fly over mountains in the underworld and lava.
The ship juggling is a little much.
Yeah, no, I think that there is a good reason why they don't do this again.
Yup.
Yep.
But, like, this is also for side quests, so demanding a little more from you from side quest down.
Yeah.
Is whatever.
Yeah, that's just...
You're breaking into people's houses and wrecking up the place all the time. What are you talking about, Molly? We're constantly breaking into people's houses and taking all of their treasure. We did blow up an entire town. That's enough reason for them to be pissed at us.
And there it is.
Also, they probably just found the name somewhere and used it.
Yeah. Legendary Sword Excalibur. It is ours.
Oh no, this is the not legendary sword Excalibur.
No,
And you gave it to the wrong blacksmith.
We're game early for that. Alright! Time to go to the moon!
Woohoo! This is great news for Bitcoin.
We're probably not going to be going for much longer because it's getting late for people not on the West Coast.
It's actually only 10.
Yeah.
We've gone to near midnight sometimes.
True. So, I know this is not where we're going because that's Bahamut Cave. We're not going in there just yet. I guess we're going towards the big crystal place. Oh yeah. Also, the moon. The moon is a globe. You get to go all the way around it.
That makes sense.
Now to figure out where I entered Death Mountain here.
Did you know the Sonic murder game canonizes that you're on a planet?
Wow.
Oh, finally, we know we're on a planet. I mean,
There's a globe.
I mean, the Tales Tube episodes have been kind of doing that already. They've been cleaning up all the canon so it's less of a fucking mess.
I'm so sad there's no version of the character we're gonna meet here. Really in 14.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Like you could probably argue, like the guy, the one ancient in the old castle on the moon, kind of an XP, but stretch.
Not enough hair.
Not enough hair. Sonic games take place on the flat Earth. Sonic had to train for many years to not run off of it.
Maybe it takes place on a log Earth, like Animal Crossing, like the old ones.
Maybe it takes place on a Halo, like Halo.
Well, that's the rings.
Exactly.
My God, it's
like
all
they're drawn
it's all
to
coming
it.
together. Western Luna Path. Edge, why are you so bad at taking hits, but also so bad at not getting hit? You're a ninja. You should not be getting hit. God dang it.
I feel like the later you get into this series, the less effective the evade tank strat is up until like 11.
11, where that's one of the things ninjas can do in 11.
Yeah.
Ninjas aren't even designed to be a tank. They just are one of the best tanks because of how good.
Because the design in that game is all over the fucking place.
It's so good. It's so funny. Samurai who are designed to be a tank.
Really a Wild West.
Samurai who are designed to be a tank are not very good tank. Ninjas who are designed to be DPS are a great tank.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
Again, fucking... Because the thing to always remember, Final Fantasy XI is not a game building off of WoW. No, Final Fantasy XI is a game that, like WoW, is building off of EverQuest.
I just still shudder whenever I think about that Octo Club story.
I don't think I'm familiar with this one.
Oh, it's just the Octo Club. It was a weapon that had a dumb gimmick.
Ah. Sonic should meet RB Halo. Yeah, I agree. Molly, you can't talk about you cannot leak information about Final Fantasy 17. Please. They'll come for you.
By the way, 11 is actually getting end of service soon.
It's going into maintenance mode, which means it's likely not. It's not getting anything new.
I meant end of service in like the end of.
They're not doing anything
going
new.
To be producing anything new for it.
Yeah,
so.
which they had been doing new stuff for it. Still. But yeah, they are going into maintenance mode where it is going to have a smaller team, just sort of keeping it up for a while. Who knows how long? Maybe someday they'll make it free to play. Who knows?
That'd be very nice. I'd love to play that game, but
while I am a sicko who likes to play online, I can put up with that so long as I don't have to go through their weird Krista system to pay for a month of play.
PS2 died for this.
PS2.
Imagine how much milk Clive is going to be able to drink. 16.
They've really been perfecting their milk technologies, you know? Hey, our first quad 9. We did it, everybody.
It's gold, by the way.
Yeah, it's close. It's very close. I've mentioned this before. Once 16 comes out, that's probably gonna go in this slot until I get through it, because I'd want to just... People are gonna spoil it if I don't.
I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna be a crystal.
They're gonna be crystals, I'm sure. So yeah, Excalibur, it's pretty good.
Molly, it was technically Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they introduced moms who are tough.
God damn it!
Moms are tough.
They are. They so are. So true. Truer words have never been said in the video game.
The thing is, it's sort of an effective... It's almost an effective bit. It's just the pacing is so off.
Yeah.
And like, the fact that it is framed as a tragedy for Snow?
Yeah,
it's really strange. I mean, it kind of is in that he fucked up and got somebody killed, but at the same time, the entire intro to that game is odd.
It sure is.
But I guess my feeling is that if you wanna do this as a tragedy for Snow, framing it as like, oh man, I accidentally put everyone in a situation like this when like she knows she ain't coming back. Like, straight up.
Yeah. To be fair, like,
you'd have to be a very carefree and ignorant person not to know what you're doing there.
Also, you know, like, the situation the situation they are in before that incident starts taking place is already we're not coming back kind of situation. Like, they're already going, you know, they're on a train going to a place for a reason.
Who's the best terrorist in Final Fantasy? Snow's not very good at it.
I don't know. Either Biggs, Wedge, or Jesse.
Probably Renoa, honestly.
I don't know about any terrorists outside of 7, so I can't answer this question, I don't think.
I would honestly probably say Renoa.
God, I really hope they stick the landing on Barrett.
I really do too.
Seminar.
Same.
Eastern lunar path. The path of the east. It's undefeated. I'm glad the Eastern Lunar Path exists to be a connection for these two caves that I can just walk between. Oh no, I can't. There's a rock here. It kind of blends in. Crystal Palace.
Oh,
I've had breakfast
famous
here.
Music of Prelude.
I've had breakfast here at Disneyland before.
Same. Did you see Winnie the Pooh?
I did, and Tigger too.
Wow.
Fusoya.
I have only been to Disney World once, and it was when I was very young.
There are multiple cards of this man in the Final Fantasy card game, and they all depict him in the style of having the humongous beard, and it's really good.
Fusoya
He
is
is
the
more
most
beard
wizard.
than man.
Also, here we have the only ever mention of real planets in our solar system. Besides, like, it's so funny.
The blue planet? Yeah, well, the blue planet of Final Fantasy IV is Earth.
Yeah, it's just so funny that, like, Final Fantasy IV is the only one to ever just say Earth, Mars, Jupiter. They were in the midst of evolving. So they created a moon where they could sleep for long slumber. So yeah, other things Final Fantasy XIV takes from 4. Fake moon. He wished to raise everything on the blue planet and create a new home there.
It was just one guy, though, we swear. He was kind of an asshole.
Zemus. The dimensional elevator and the giant of Babel. We're getting a lot of words here. We're getting a lot of important words here. Years ago by my younger brother, Cluya.
Man, I love Turn A Gundam. This is the plot to Turn A Gundam.
We're son of a moon man.
Except first.
Yeah, this did come out first.
Our dad who gave us our fancy sword was a moon man.
Yeah. Cecil and Golbez. Cecil's half moon man.
It's true. Why would you say something about Golbez there? There's no reason to say that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird of you. And suspicious.
Here we have another party member. It's Lunarian Fusoya. Old man of beard.
The most wizard.
He is the most wizard.
Look at how much wizard he has.
His forehead is so fucking big.
Also, he has more than 99 MP.
This motherfucker works out at the library. He could cast Meteor if he wanted to.
He didn't learn it, though.
Moon crystals.
Brain and nerve tonic, man. God. Also, I joke that this is Turn A's plot. Turn A's plot is that the moon folks do land on the Earth and do want to. They want to peacefully resettle there, but they kind of do it without announcing, so it's just a whole clusterfuck.
If you mean extra shit, as in like, am I gonna try to do Fort Condor kind of stuff, and like the weapons and all that?
I believe that is what she means. Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna I don't think I'll bother too hard with like Fort Condor. I want to at least try the weapons.
Yeah, I think you get one of the big materia out of doing Fort Condor, but like
yeah, my problem is that the last time I tried
really
playing,
worth it, IMO.
The last time I tried playing FF7 original is that I just could not wrap my head around how I'm supposed. I threw a lot of money into Condor with it, but in the way that makes it so you just lose a bunch of money. So like I just did not. I just kind of am like, fuck this. Actually, I'm not gonna bother, and that's just the vibe I have about Condor now. So I'm probably not gonna bother too hard with Fort Condor. Yeah, it's like, but yeah, I want to try. I do want to try the weapons at least because they are super bosses, and I do want to make an attempt. I will not be putting any real amount of time into like chocobo racing or anything like that. Though that's not happening. I will not play the devil's game. Mostly, I'm just deciding on what when I do extra stuff in these games, kind of just on how I'm feeling at the time. Because like, we didn't really bother with going back for Leviathan in 3 or anything, just because the vibe I had about when I was going through it was just sort of like, whatever. Whereas this, I'm all like, no, I want to go do the extra quests, go see the Land of Summons and all that. Anyways. The Tower of Babel in 14 did not do this.
It should have.
Yeah, stuff like Utai Island, like that kind of extra stuff, I might check out. Molly, I'm gonna get Vincent.
Giant of Babel.
I'm gonna get Vincent. I'm gonna get Yuffie. That is how I'm. Those are things I'm gonna do.
It's Wutai, and it is definitely not an island.
I don't know. I don't know better.
Yeah,
I blame Molly.
I also blame Molly.
The Giant of Babel is a hell of a thing in this game.
Yeah,
like
yeah, this is pretty cool. No,
it has vibes. It makes me think of like the giants from Ghibli movie. Fucking goddamn it! Why is it not coming to my head? It's one of my favorite movies.
Nausicaa. And the Valley of the Wind.
Thank you, Nausicaa. Yeah, it reminds me of that in a way. Dwarves! Lolly-ho! And Yong's here too.
Would he have not been there if you hadn't woken him up?
Yeah. I don't know if there would be a different person in the tank, or who had just been gone from dwarves to him. Dwarves to the airships. I'm sorry, Molly. I'm sorry that Nomura designed characters you like and not games that you like. Hey, they're
play Kingdom Hearts 2.
True. They are both in Kingdom Hearts 2. Or no,
Play,
Vincent's not.
play Dirge of Cerberus.
Molly has said already she's gonna be here for when I do Dirge of Cerberus.
Of course.
We're gonna be sickos about Dirge of Cerberus together. So yeah, everyone's okay except for Tella. Tella is dead. There is no undeading Tella.
Yeah, he died harder than just about anybody, so it's fine.
He turned his own life force into a big flaming rock for murder reasons.
Yeah, it would be kind of disappointing, honestly, if he came back. Like,
Yeah.
come on, one of these should
Here's
stick.
some music. This is music for invading a giant robot. I love you, Sid. You're so good. Anyways, this is the part. This dungeon is about the furthest I've ever gotten in any of my attempts at Final Fantasy IV. There is a boss in this dungeon that is very hard.
No, Molly, the best Final Fantasy game is Super Mario RPG.
It's the only game I need. The only one for me. Oh wait, no, that's a song about Final Fantasy. Never mind.
Yeah, dummy.
Unbelievable.
Cool.
I couldn't remember the lyrics to the one that the similar thing.
He is an RPG.
Because someone did a similar. I remember someone at one point did a similar thing, but with the Mushroom Forest music, and I can't remember the lyrics to that one.
Oh yeah, unfortunately that guy's a shithead, but.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no. Damn. Always
Soldiers,
such.
what a good look.
Crusoe great. Also, Radia's dead.
That's normal for her. It's fine.
Look at his eyes flashing back there.
The Mario RPG song we're referencing is by Chris Niosi.
Oh, was it him? Yeah, fuck that.
Damn.
Oh, only good thing to come out of that, man, is the story of how he fucked himself out of being Byleth.
So goddamn funny.
He was so close, but that just had to be an asshole and just start bragging about being Byleth. He wasn't like not even that far from when he would have been fine to talk about. Just he couldn't wait like a couple weeks. What an asshole. No, I'm aware that T is a repository of knowledge. See, they have said it as much to me a couple times, honestly.
Yeah. I have played a lot of that game. Also, it's one of the weirder ones, and you kind of need to know
Yeah.
secrets of it to like make it work.
Yeah, I am looking forward to 8. As I've said many times, 8 is one of the reasons I'm doing this.
Yeah, the biggest problem with 8 is it just does not explain itself well. At least in terms of gameplay. In terms of story, there are other things to talk about, but...
Yeah, we'll get I
We'll
don't mean
talk about that when we get to
I don't
it.
mean to say this as like any sort of like admonishment of you or anything. It's just I would like just in general for if getting when the conversation goes a little further into a game, I'd like to keep it to games I've played so far, just personally. I don't want to get into deep conversations about Final Fantasy games we have not gotten to. Is just where I'm kind of at with it because again, part of the point
How
of
about
this is
tactics? Can we talk about tactics?
Tactics sucks. No, I am gonna play Tactics at some point, and like, but
Are
I'm
we gonna sup on? Are we gonna sup on broth of bean?
Suck
We can-
on broth of bean, please.
Suck.
It's suck.
It is
It's
sup.
suck.
It is sup. Yeah.
There's an edited image where somebody changed it to suck, so I choose to think of suck.
That's fair.
It is definitely sup, but somebody changed it to suck, and I will always think about that. Sucking on broth of bean.
To sup for months on naught but broth of bean. Is that actually? Hold on. Is that iambic?
I don't know.
Do you know what it means to hunger? To sup for months on naught but broth of bean. Okay,
pretty close.
The second line is iambic. The first one is
Yeah.
off.
I was also thinking
It's
that Molly
close.
Fable voice.
It's-
Bean sucker. Chicken chaser.
There's a new one of those coming out eventually.
God, I forgot how many new enemy designs in the giant there are.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like it's not the final dungeon, but it is pretty good as like a next to final dungeon.
Yeah, if you're saving stuff for a dungeon, the penultimate one is not a bad choice. I'll be honest, the game I'm trying to currently focus my excited energies on is the After Years, because I have seen like nothing from the After Years at
Yeah.
all. The one thing I know about it is that Golbez is extremely nude.
Nude and remorseful.
Nude and remorseful online.
He is, I believe, the nudist human Final Fantasy party member.
Yeah, absolutely. I cannot think of anyone who's been more nude.
Important qualification, because otherwise there'd be a...
I mean, yeah, Nanaki doesn't wear a
competition.
shirt. He's naked all the time. Mog also naked.
Mog is very naked. I was also going to say Kamari. Kamari's pretty nude. But not as nude as Mog. Mog would be the champion of non-human nudity.
Does Kate C
Um,
count as nude?
Technically, the whole thing's a costume, so... I think he'd be the most never nude. Also, he's...
Yeah,
yeah.
Molly, I was just about to say, yeah, the Pirogas, right?
True. They have that stuff.
if you go on,
I feel
the
okay.
internet-
I have to say I feel like wearing nothing but a hat is more nude. I think that's more nude than
More
being
nude than being nude?
I think that's more nude than being nude because that's some pervert shit. That makes that is.
Man, my favorite
What's nude?
Nine Inch Nails song, More Nude Than Being Nude.
See, I was going with a different musical reference, which is what's nuder than nude? Ice nude.
God.
What's nuder than
That's
being
also
nude?
good.
I mean, if you go on the internet and mod your copy of the game, I'm pretty sure you can get a pretty nude Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, you could definitely get
Oh, yeah.
you could get some nude Final Fantasy 15s for sure.
What,
But you gotta
do
put
want-
that thing away lest a critter get a hold of it.
Oh no.
Oh no, ambushed. Oh yeah, Thancred was nude. Thancred was noticeably nude.
It was really nude.
Technically speaking,
He's
so,
not-
technically speaking,
he's not nude when
Y'shtola.
he's in your party. Though.
Technically speaking,
But it-
Y'shtola has been nude in our presence as well.
And it was comedy nude. Comedy nude and drama nude, I'm not sure those count.
Let's see what's so great about this.
I don't think dramedy nude has come up, so I don't think it's relevant. But I also think it wouldn't count.
This is a good Rama. I like this Rama a lot.
But is Ramaha and also
Yeah, okay.
a horse?
Yeah, Meteor's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
They actually made an ultimate spell good this time.
I mean, Ultima in 2 wasn't bad, actually, when I
That's
played through
true.
2. Ultima was not that bad. Ultima was pretty solid.
Okay, Molly. The bears obviously are the immediate one.
Does Moooooon count?
Mokujin's pretty nude.
Mokujin's nude.
Is Yoshimitsu nude?
No,
No,
I don't think no. I don't think
because, like,
Yoshimitsu
his
counts as
armor's
nude.
also kind of his body, but not really.
He's a
It's
cyborg
complicated.
man.
Yeah, he's a cyborg.
question
I mean,
man.
that's. I mean, if we're then, so then, okay, then if we're saying that, if we say that's nude, then is Raiden MGS nude?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
I would
aside from
say
the
that
time where
Raiden
he's
MGS
aside from the
is
time where he's
nude.
literally nude in 2. That's not what I
Yes,
meant.
he's nude. He's a nude man.
He's an
guess
extremely nude man.
He does
except
go
when
from
he's
having
wearing a
clothes to
poncho.
not wearing clothes in terms
Yeah.
of design. In
Remember the words of our forefathers in the famous joke of Overwatch. It sure is great that now when you're a cyborg, you don't have to be wearing pants anymore. Zenyatta, a robot who is extremely wearing pants. Genji.
Also, like, Raiden does disrobe to fight. Like,
yeah, that's what,
that is
I meant. Yeah,
distinctly
he does
something
wear
does.
clothes and then he takes the clothes off. So I guess he does count. I guess he is nude. Yes,
He's incredibly nude. I'm going to
and
petition
he becomes
the
mad
ESRB
online.
to re-rate that game AO. It's filth. Should be banned from all stores.
All right. Here it is.
I think he has a Fudoshi mode, yeah.
No, we didn't die.
Or
Somehow.
we were brought back, don't worry about it.
Yep, the ghost from space gave them a second life.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
We found out that you can make a party.
At least he still healed us.
Yeah.
Or are you fighting them in a row?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a gauntlet.
It is a gauntlet fight, and this is why I never made it past this part.
So they kinda learned how to form a party.
They formed a party in a way that doesn't make the game impossible for you, the player.
I mean, they could have given you a new boss that's all of them working together.
Yeah.
They don't need to be the same guy but powered up.
Weak to holy and fire.
Yep.
That's right, motherfucker. I'm fighting you as a paladin this time. I don't have to deal with the dark magic bullshit.
Yeah, they should have done the fusion dance.
Turn into elemental hero Neos.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's actually kind of funny that the it is all technically one coded enemy. It just switches its sprite out and its tactics thereof.
Okay, I'm trying to remember how to deal with Cagnazzo again. That when the wall of water is up, he absorbs fire.
Hit him with lightning when the water is up. Hit him with ice when it's not.
Grazie.
We are 4 fiends, there's 4 of us. Bum, bum, bum.
Elemental hero, Nude Ross.
There's of us 4 fiends, there are 4 fiends.
Fusoya is
Fusoya.
the most wizard. I thought that
He's
would
a
bring the
care-
wall down.
It's not damage based. It's time based.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Fusoya is kind of a carry.
He did say he was more evolved than you.
Also, I really like in this that when he's preparing for a cast, his eyes flash green and red.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, so for most of the Four Fiends fights, Cecil is going to want to just be playing defense, heal him up, and have him be prepared to cover.
Mm. Barbaricha.
You don't have jump anymore, so Barbaricha is... One second, let me grab that. What's she weak to again?
Alright,
She's immune to all physical attacks and weak to holy. Since you can't since you can't hit her with jump. Although she can't be immune, I guess that's probably a 4DS thing.
God dang it. Oh.
Thank God for cover. We'll see what happens with that, since the Golbez fight is likely going to be Golbez and the Shadow Dragon
Yeah.
in 14.
As much as I would like to show the stream, you're dead, Sprite. I must keep you alive, Fusoya.
Is there any reason you're kind of just bouncing around the white magic menu?
I was trying to figure out how I want to go about bringing Cecil back up and also healing everybody. Every so often I remember, oh yeah, I can just swap people whose ATB bars are full. Yeah. And here he is.
All right. Rubicante is the least changed.
Yeah. And he's probably still going to be kind of rude.
Leviathan can do 9K. Which you kind of want, because he's got a lot of HP.
He sure does. They do, at least for this fight, seem to have lessened the amount that they do their phase changes for the ones that have them. Oh, oops, wrong person.
Don't forget that when he pulls the cloak closed, no elements at all.
Yeah. Oof, oof, oof.
Hot, 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 hot.
Ah.
So many dead.
Fortunately, the Fyra is a non.
No, there is Shell does not exist as far as I'm aware in this one. There is Protect and there is Reflect.
Generally, the way to make fights easier in 4 is going to be using speed and slow stuff.
Yeah. This is gonna hurt. Somehow Fusoya still doesn't die. No, you can't. You don't have any ninjutsu left. I don't think Fusoya is surviving this one. Nope. Okay, there you get to see it. Man is beard. It's so good. It's such a good sprite.
Just a pile of hair.
We will elixir edge. If I hit him with Blizzaga while he's got his leg out, does that I forget, does that do damage, or does that cause him to do a weird thing?
You should be fine.
Okay. Trying to take an opportunity for more damage.
Remember, water and ice are the same thing, so
Yeah.
Tsunami and Blizzaga.
Oh, hey, we got him.
You got him. Good job. You've made it further than you ever have.
Yay!
The next step is the farthest you've ever been from home. I love their little sprites. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, now it's time to quit. We don't need to progress anymore.
Yep. Stream's over. Stream series over. We're done. This was all.
Naming, what
for
are you
this.
doing?
Yeah.
He's a handy shop.
Mm-hmm. 4 fiends are blasting off again.
They're dead now.
They died of death disease.
No, they died of being stabbed and hit with magic.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
You can buy
disease.
That's what it
shurikens from
said.
him.
Yep. Let's make sure you're well armed.
And I'll buy a couple. Get some shurikens to throw. Wait. No, he doesn't have any ethers or anything, alas.
Yeah, the giant soldier's definitely going to kill you now.
Oh yeah, I just realized, I forgot. Tents don't heal you all the way. They have a very specific number that they heal, and at this point in the game, it's not enough. Stairwell of the Giant. CPU of the Giant.
This is the funniest boss fight.
Yeah. The defense node can repair the CPU. Or...
Kill the defense node ASAP. Do not kill the attack node. Just heal through its attacks. Since it casts Reflect, you want to avoid magic that isn't that doesn't bypass it, which is like
Summons bypass,
Quake?
right?
Quake from Rydia, I think you want to go with.
Quake hits both of them, so I don't know what we want to... Yeah.
Oops. Oh. Just heal them back up and... Oh, good. It picked two. It did not pick Rosa.
Yeah.
Alright, now it's just smack it. Smack it to hell.
I wish all CPUs were...
Reflect doesn't reflect summons, does it?
In our computers,
No.
by the way.
Okay.
I think that'd be great. I just want an ominous black orb floating in the middle of my desktop. That'd be fantastic.
So every time you destroy both nodes, it's going to attempt to retaliate with Globe 1999. That's why you want to, when you can, avoid killing. Might as well throw a shuriken or two.
Oh yeah, true. I should have done that instead.
But yeah, if you kill just the defense node and then do single target damage to the CPU, it's harder for it to mess with you. That was weirdly low.
Yeah, I don't know why that was so low. I guess the defense node just doesn't take much from...
I don't think it has... I think the reflect has faded off of it.
Oh, nope.
Not yet.
Right.
You've cast a spell to thrash your own ass.
You can, well, and of course the problem is there's more than one target, so you can't reliably do the double reflect.
Yeah.
But if Edge and Cecil just focus fire, it's not going to take too long, since it has a lot less health than the Archfiends.
Yeah, Final Fantasy... Square in general liked this design of boss, of... have multiple targets that perform different duties in the fight, and if you don't kill them in the right way, it makes the fight harder for you. They like doing this up till even more recently. Like the final boss of 10 is like this even, or one of the final bosses. I forget if it's the actual final boss, but wait, no.
You play the Bravely games. Nowadays, what they do is it would be reaction allies KO, and then that's how they would frame the Globe 199. Reaction. What? There's a couple of times when you're playing BD2 and you start groaning because you see the tooltip pop in of reaction white magic. You just go, oh man.
Guess I can't heal in this one.
No, it means you have to be using non-white magic healing classes.
Yeah.
since that's a specific command type.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use your red magic, or you can use a bard. But usually you have white magic equipped, so you just see it and you're like, oh man.
Why
That's one way
you?
to make red magic useful.
Oh, Thierry, you do not know how fucked up red magic is in Bravely Default 2.
That's good to hear. I
Deep,
like
look
red
deep
magic.
inside yourself. Realize who you really are.
Stop it.
Stop it! Leave me alone.
Moon magic, go. Dun dun dun.
They're brothers. See, it's not like Star Wars. Darth Vader's his brother.
It could have been. It could have been you.
I was already an evil baby.
You always cried in the crib next to me, and it made me angry.
Yeah, in BD2, Red Mage's two class gimmicks are they get chain cast.
Mm-hmm.
So every time you cast a spell as a Red Mage, you cast it again for free.
Nice.
And Fusoya's gone.
Yep.
We got to have the mage of all mages for one dungeon.
And then their other gimmick is that they have magic crit.
Also
Spells can crit. Red
Anyways,
magic's
hey,
messed
we
up good.
destroyed the brain of the giant we were inside of.
Mm-hmm.
Brolbez. Stop it.
Are you sure your brain's okay?
So, fun fact:
Kill me.
in the 3D remake of this game,
Mm-hmm.
you get a little function where, in between plot beats, when you go into the menu, you can see what your lead character is thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Use that to give a little characterization and a little flavor, and you can also see every single time when Kane's about to get brainwashed.
Oh, I feel it coming on again.
Yeah, literally, yes. But he's good
Cecil,
for now.
you dumbass.
He ain't gonna be brainwashed once more.
So he's gonna get brainwashed twice. Got it.
Bro house, bro house, bro house. Yeah, this is why Dragoons should just simply not brain. Dehumanize and face to jump.
And this is why Estinian gets brainwashed.
Yeah. We were hanging on the outside. Shut up, Edge.
Which is a little prick.
It is true. She is the only summoner, and it's pretty good in this game.
Mm-hmm. Kane joins at level 49. Thank God.
Yeah, that's why Dragoons have dog shit magic defense. Well, now Reapers also have dog shit magic defense, so Dragoons are not alone.
I knew it was a bad idea to let a ghost that's a devil, that's also a devil, eat some of my soul.
And he's got full Genji gear. And Gungnir.
Yeah, you know, it's the famous one from mythology. Gaga.
Sword of Guggo.
Gananger? Gango?
How Sword get Gunger?
Sword Gragnan.
Oh no.
Gun gear.
Gigante.
I like how weird the music for the moon is. This is a little farty note trumpet going on in the background. Little MIDI fart. Give me a second, hold on.
Yeah. Thor stuff is barely Norse mythology until like 1999. If that much.
I'm just realizing we probably should have gone to the Bahamut cave while we had Fasolia.
Well, you got a dragon, right?
Yeah. Hello? Right, I forgot. If I move the mouse at all, it changes to keyboard controls, so it stops taking my controller input, because that's cool and good.
God. Love it when games do that.
Yep. I'm not sure where Odin is. I know he's around this point of the game.
Under the sea.
Is he under the sea?
Everything's better down where it's wetter.
I think he's in the basement underneath Baron Castle.
That would make sense. Being in a castle basement is kind of the thing he do. In some of these games. It's where he is in 4. In 5, I mean. He's in the basement. He's in the basement of Galoof's castle. You just don't get to go into there until the worlds merge and the basement gets like transposed with a mountain. So it opens it up by being transposed with a mountain. I think Odin is introduced in 3. Or maybe 4. 2 does not have... 2 and 1 don't really have any of the big name... The famous name summons of the series. I don't even think they have summons. Like, I think like Leviathan doesn't even show... Like, Leviathan shows up in 2 as a dungeon. And that's about it. I don't remember if Odin was in 3 when the Pixel remaster, so I don't think we touched him if he is. Ambushed by a dark sage. Yeah, 8 is the game in which everyone is summons. Everyone do a summon.
Hmm.
So, I don't know if this is really the best way to think about it, but it's certainly something that affects my perception. Namely, I tend to think of I tend to think of Final Fantasy games and the casts with their popularity based at least in part on the way people react and talk about them and make content about and stuff like that. That's one of the things where I've always wondered a little bit about 8 because people have positive feelings about 3 characters and then you make jokes about how much Zell sucks and then Selphie doesn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
Nobody makes jokes even about Selphie.
8 is a game that I only know of in the form of people are very divided on it overall.
Very true.
Yeah, people don't talk about Quistis like at all either.
You should have a better name than Quistis.
Well, no.
Just
I know I know plenty of online lesbians who talk about Quistis.
I've always pronounced it Quistis.
It might be Quistis. I don't know. That game doesn't have voice acting.
It's true.
It's like how fucking Pokemon had a whole segment today at the regionals that are being hosted right now of the judges try to pronounce Pokemon's names correctly, and it's like Rayquaza is actually Rayquaza. It's the official correct way to pronounce it.
That's
Something, etc., stupid ass decision, yada yada.
Yeah. Like how how Goldengo is Golden Go and stuff like that. I will never say Rayquaza. No one will ever get me to say Rayquaza unironically. Oh no!
Boom.
Rest in piss, Edge.
The classic 4-9s is always, funny to see, but it's almost never relevant, so it's also funny just to see, like 7,000 damage.
Yeah, just it's not breaking the upper limit, but it's still enough to kill you.
Kill you twice over.
Bone Dragon.
8 and 10 have stuck around more for like the off element summons. Like Valfor gets to show up again.
Yeah. Like it has the standard like grouping of Ifrit, Shiva, etc. But like 10 also just gets into like newish ones that were just kind of really obscure in the older games. And then
Diablos,
Anima.
Diablos has returned in a lot of forms.
Diablos is like a big deal. Diablos is like a
pretty
big deal
popular.
in 8 or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not a big deal. It's one that you get in a really weird way.
That's what I was thinking of. It's a weird, kind of convoluted. Yeah, everyone loves funny Anima. Famous of being the Emperor of Garlemald now.
Also, it's at least worth something that 8 is where like a lot of the summons just fixed their designs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of their set aesthetic after that point in a lot of ways.
And then
We've
12
seen how
just has
different all the-
entirely different guys.
We've seen how different Ifrit used to be, and then 8 is like, no, this is a dog man now.
Yep. And then 12 is all like, hey, that Tactics Advance game did pretty well. Let's make more guys like those instead.
The only one I like always think about from 12 is the one where, oh hey, Behemoth. I forgot how weird Behemoths look in this game. I like it though.
Yeah, it's a good.
Kinda
Yeah,
lying.
they
weird
got a
look.
dragony look. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
What if it were purple? It's funny. My first encounter with a Square Enix behemoth was the Kingdom Hearts one. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts behemoth is just a good design. I love that
He's
thing.
such a shape. Such a lad. I'm sad he only shows up in one.
Yeah. I remember when early promotional stuff for 2 had, they really pushed forward like the Battle of 1,000 Heartless, and like they showed like, there's like all kinds of Heartless here. There's behemoths. There's all kinds of different types here. And then the actual fight is just 2 of the new Heartless from 2.
Because they had to make it work with the situation.
Oh,
and stuff.
Sylph, not useful. Good to know.
Sylph, more like sucks shit.
Okay, I'm thinking maybe magic just isn't the play here.
Alright, it's a little late for me. I think I'm gonna head out for now.
Okay. We'll
Fair.
probably call it here. We'll probably call it here soon then.
I hope y'all have a nice night.
You too. Catch you later.
Okay, nope, not even Quake. God dang it. Okay, almost down. Well, I mean, we fought snakes with wings, but those ones we fought are specific snakes with wings from other games. Alright. Got him.
Get wrecked.
Alright, so there's one more in between us and Bahamut here, but I think... Quick save here, and that'll be it for this week.
Fair enough.
Next week, we will get a dragon, and then we will go into the final dungeon.
We'll kick in Zamus's teeth, him and his big... Is he psychic? Is that what's going on?
He's got weird hypnosis powers that only really work on Lunarians, I guess.
But then he can sort of use them through Golbez, maybe?
Yeah, I guess he can use them through Golbez to control Kain, because Kain is weird, not able to resist it well. I don't know.
He could also mindjack some other people too, I feel like.
True, he did do that. I feel
like that's what happened to a lot of others.
He did do that to other people, yeah.
And yet he could not affect Cecil. I guess because he didn't, even though he was a Dark Knight, he didn't actually have a shred of darkness in him, actually, for real. Sure.
Yeah, you know, something. He was always...
The goodness of his heart.
Secretly a good boy.
His strong sense of justice.
But yeah, that's gonna be it.
Does that mean Yang is secretly a little evil?
Maybe. Look, Yang has fucked, and therefore
oh,
Cecil has not fucked.
Virginal purity, I got it. Cool.
I don't know. I'm not gonna think too much harder on that. Anyways, hey, thank you for hanging out tonight. I look forward.
Thank you for hosting.
Look forward to next week. I don't know.
Finally, Cecil will fuck.
I do not know about how much I will be streaming during the week. Stuff's going to be going down here family-wise, so, like...
Yeah, you've said that. You've got a lot going on, so...
Yeah. Like, both just my own personal health, my own personal mental health, and also just stuff that I have to be sort of on board for helping with, so...
I hope all that
streams will happen when they happen, and hopefully things settle down soon.
Yeah, I hope so for your sake.
Yeah, I'll figure. I gotta figure I gotta figure stuff out. Also, but like a lot of stuff.
Well, I hope it goes as well as it possibly can.
Thank you. Anyways, good night, everybody.
Good night.